Active garden therapy for the elderly and people with disabilities. Prepared by Natalia Turovtseva, Yulia Bredikhina, Victoria Pererva, and Nina Gnilusha. Garden therapy has been used in the world medical practice for many decades. There are many examples where human interaction with plants has a positive impact or facilitates the lives of various segments and groups of society. The purpose of this article is to develop the principles of designing location for active garden therapy. Garden therapy is still not widespread in Ukraine and requires wider development. This is due to the general set of social and health problems, as well as regional problems of modern times, including the post-Chernobyl factor, the mass factor of post-traumatic stress disorders among the affected population of the temporarily occupied territories, and the contingent of ATO participants. Undoubtedly, the urgent task today is to develop garden therapy programs for recovery from illness and combating the stressful effect of prolonged self-isolation during the quarantine activities related to the COVID-19 pandemic. Garden therapy is a process of using plants and the garden to improve well-being through the effect on the mind, body, and soul. Garden therapy combines gardening and rehabilitation and is a synthesis of landscape design, medicine, and psychology. There are four major types of horticultural therapy: emotional, intellectual, social, physical. Garden therapy can help work with different target groups in hospitals, nursing homes, rehabilitation and cancer centers, hospices, as well as other medical and residential complexes. All the necessary research has been performed to develop a project to create a location for active garden therapy. Inventory of existing plantation was carried out in accordance with the instruction of Inventory of Garden Plantation in Settlement of Ukraine. Recommendations for the establishment of therapeutic gardens in Singapore were chosen as the basis for the future project. Taxonomic identification of plant species composition is given according to the list of plants. The therapeutic horticulture program at Hot Park uses plants and plant-related activities to improve the well-being of individuals through active or passive involvement. The program aims to provide experience with nature, promote social interaction and physical activity, stimulate the senses through interaction with nature, enhance physical and mental well-being, promote interest in plants and gardening. This project can be an example of creating a therapeutic environment to ensure the physical and physiological rehabilitation of their visitors. In pursuance the law of Ukraine on rehabilitation of disabled people in Ukraine in 2003, the Center for Social Rehabilitation for Disabled Children of the Melitopol City Council of the Zaporizhia region was established. The main task of the center is to provide rehabilitation services to people with disabilities through a range of social, psychological, pedagogical, and physical rehabilitation measures. The territory of the center is very well maintained and landscaped. It's decorated and fenced of metal sections. We propose to use vertical landscaping. For this, we suggest to use Lonicera caprifolium with a planting scheme of 1.5 meters. Many plants can be used for garden therapy, but the most important is that it must be safe. It is desirable to use plants that emit phytoncide or have a pleasant aroma. People with visual impairments have a special interest of fragrant plants or those that are unusual and pleasant to touch texture. Of course, when you choose plant, you need to choose those that do not require heavy care. If you want to have a competent selection of plants for garden therapy, you need a consultation with a landscape design specialist. Do not use plants with the following characteristics: poisonous, prickly, plants allergent, with caustic juice, contain narcotic or hallucinogenic substances. Competent selection of plants for garden therapy include annual flowers, perennial flowers, vegetable crops, salad vegetables, medical and aromatic plants, trees and shrubs. Aromatic and medicinal plants are usually easy to grow on garden therapy tables. Many plants are annual and are grown by soil seed in the soil: fennel, salad, mustard, or through seedling, parsley, basil, savory, mint. Such perennial species as thyme, lemon balm, oregano as well overwinter in the ridge, but it is desirable to mulch them for the winter with peat or humus. Rosemary is grown as a houseplant and taken to the garden in the summer. Most spicy aromatic plants prefer to sun and nutritious soil. Annual flowers. No garden can do with them. They are usually easy to grow quickly, feel good in containers and on tables, add bright color from mid-May and until the frost. The huge variety of species and varieties makes it possible to choose the range of annual for any conditions and for every taste. Many of them have a pleasant smell. Many are used for bouquets. You can choose the appropriate species for sunny or shady areas from a wide range of perennial flowering plants. You can choose different plants in height, shape, color of leaves and flowers, flowering time of the plant. Vegetable crops easy to grow in containers, in raised beds and tables. Choosing compact varieties, you can grow almost the full range of vegetables: radish, onion, tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, cucumbers, zucchini, peas, beans, parsley, etc. Salad vegetables are annual plants, which leaves are eaten. Leafy vegetables are especially decorative in urban conditions. They quickly converge and develop rapidly. If we want, crops can be resumed several times a season. An assortment of the plants that meet these requirements was selected for this project: medicinal, annual and perennial decorative plants, vegetables. You can see the list of species of this group in the slide. This project can be an example of creating the therapeutic environment to ensure the physical and psychological rehabilitation of their visitors. Thank you for your attention.